Hare Krishna, everyone. After long back, again I'm connecting. Thank you for this opportunity. We'll start Srimad Bhagavatam session after a short kirtan. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodhanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodhanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jai Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Radhe Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamuthire Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. We are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 1, canto 1, chapter 10, and text number 2. Suta Uvacha Vamsam Kurorvamsadhavagni Nirhitam Samrohayitva Bhavabhavano Harihi Niveshayitva Nijaraja Ishvaro Yudhishtiram Pritamana Bhavuvaha. Very nice text. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. Suta Goswami said, Lord Sri Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is maintainer of the world, became pleased after re-establishing Maharaj Yudhishthira in his own kingdom and after restoring the Kuru dynasty, which had been exhausted by the bamboo fire of anger. So this is a text translation, very wonderful purport given by Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada is here speaking about the reality of the politics, and the real politics will go word by word anyway. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnana Janashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tashmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthabitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadha Mahyam Tadhati Shvapadantikam. Nama Om Vishnu Padhaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swamin Iti Namine. Namo Acharya Padhaya Nithai Kripa Pradayine गौरगदाधामदाय नगरग्रामधारिणे नमो श्रीपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधरा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Thank you for confirming. So, Srimad Bhagavatam, actually, each text is giving some or other minute point which we can put it into our practical reality, applying in our practical Krishna consciousness. Such a verse, I'm feeling today's verse is such a verse. And here there is a conversation starting between Suta Goswami and Shaunaka Rishi. The chapter starts after Bhishmadev passing away. So Shaunaka Rishi is asking what is the next happening? What Yudhishthira is doing there after Bhishmadev? How Krishna is making the Pandavas and re-establishing the Kuru dynasty under the Pandavas, how it worked actually. Yesterday, Mathurapati Prabhu told very nicely some nice realizations and points. So today, the continuation of this text, now Suta Goswami is answering of Shaunaka Rishi that, see, this kind of, I already told about rishis in Bharatavarsha. Whole setup, the whole our historical things, which is maintained, which is protected by these rishis and sages, was continuously, tirelessly traveling and taking this information to many countries and shows, and they are trying to deliver each and every living being and giving the transcendental knowledge to the normal conditioned souls, to elevate them, to liberate them. These historical evidence, actually there is a conversation between two sages here, but you can derive so many points here. So that's what the people who are listening passively, they're benefited. When the two intellectual people are talking, there if you be as a normal listener, you will be benefited. Not some mundane people talking each other, not that kind of thing. When intellectual people are talking, you are just being there and listening their conversation itself, you will get benefit. So here we are seeing some in Mahabharata, there is a conversation, and Bhagavad Gita, there is a conversation between Arjuna and Krishna. We are just listener now. Now here Suta Goswami and Shaunaka Rishi is telling in the Naimisharanya place, there are 80,000 sages that gathered, and they're hearing from Suta Goswami what happened in actually the conversation between the Parikshit Maharaj and Sukadeva Goswami. So this is active conversation happened in Sukadeva Goswami, between Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit Maharaj. There is a passive. This and all happened. Karke? Suta Goswami is talking to sages headed by Shaunaka Rishi. So that's what we have all wonder that we have gotras. No, in each and every family there is this thing. We are this gotras, this caste and all. But generally, this gotras many people doesn't know. So this gotras we forget means we forget our roots. This gotra is nothing but we are footprints or following the footsteps or following the rishi, our ancestors. They are following the footsteps of some rishi. That is a Gotram, actually. But nowadays, they, according to the Rashi and Nakshatra, they are keeping their own Gotras. But actually, that is not correct Gotra. If you ask your ancestors correctly, your grandparents, parents, these are the things. If you ask, no, you will see that there is some rishis connection. There is Bharadwaj Gotra, Vyasa Gotra. We say generally as ISKCON devotees, Achyuta Gotra, because we are coming from Achyuta, Lord Shri Krishna. There are great rishis who guided some group of people. From that group, from their family, we are rooted. So their intellectual is there within us also. Even though it is maybe it's through Guru Parampara or through the family, this genetic things also. So it's not a normal thing. People are studying nowadays genetic intellectuals. We can bring out the ancestors intellectual in the current generation. There are a lot of genetic research going on to find the DNA of the ancestors in your body, in your gene, in your neurons, in your cells. When we activate that, what happens? There is a movie also in Tamil. Maybe many of you know. They put this concept and they bring back some great personalities characteristic in modern age, so that we can see we have a very great medicine. The doctors like Dhanvantri. There are a lot of great sages like rishis. Atri. Some people Atri Gotra is there. Some people have the Shaunaka Rishi Gotra is there, and there are many people who are following. Maybe I can say or not, I don't know here. I heard from one Kerala devotee who is an astrologer. He is a devotee also. He told that he silently checked Prabhupada's horoscope with this date, time, everything. The same thing he checked our Guru Maharaj Jatakam, means the horoscope also. The important Rashis, the planetary system location, like example, some important, this is for spiritual things, some grahas, some planetary position for spiritual enhancement. Okay, if this graha is positioning this area, their spirituality will be very strong. All the things are there, details. I'm not into that, going into the deep into that, but that position is same in Prabhupada's horoscope and as well as our Guru Maharaj, as well as Jayapatak Swami Guru Maharaj horoscope also. Maybe I'm documenting here. So see, Guru Parampara works. See, it is not that we are, why we connected to this parampara. We are somewhere roaming here and there like dogs, cats and dogs. But somehow we found one nice devotee around us. He just pulled us. Come, we can come to temple, eat prasadam, do this satsanga, come join. And they made us. They forced to made us a devotee. And finally, the connection happened. So we just see John Gordon in America and Abhay Charan Dey from Kolkata. What is the connection? But there is a connection. Because Guru Parampara works. So like that, I was just wondering here, the rishis here, they are our ancestors. And we are coming from Manu. Manu is a king. We are at the 7th Manu. Vaivasvata Manu. That what we are thinking that we are coming from the apes, monkeys, as per Darwin evolution theory. And usually Maharaj says, I don't be proud saying that I'm coming from monkey. My ancestors are monkey. Are you feeling proud when you say that I'm coming from monkey? Or you are proudly saying I'm coming from Manu, who's coming from Brahma? who is coming from Prajapati. So that makes sense, you know. It may be similar chromosomes here and there, so that it has the same activities, but the human bomb or human body, human form is actually meant for practicing spiritual things. You cannot practice through the monkey body. You cannot practice Krishna conscious in dog's body. But still, here and there, we can see some crocodile is worshipping, some elephant is worshipping, snakes are worshipping. Last week, I was in Udupi, there in Ananteshwara temple. Snakes is worshipping Ananteshwara, who is a combination of Parasuram and Lord Shiva. So here and there it is there. But the point here is how we are connected through our human form of life. This human body is actually meant for doing spiritual activity, not meant for any sense gratification at all. When you are using for sense gratification, you're handling of your facility. Because it's Entra Rudani Maya, it is mentioned only as per Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying. But if the mission is completely giving the production of spirituality, but you are making it using for the production of material things, then you are misusing the mission. Then one day it get damaged. Then what happened? You are not got the correct usage of your mission. You will not get any advantage of the mission. That then again, punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. It goes. You are in the birth-death cycle. So why we are all this? I'm telling here, the Suta Goswami is such a sage, and Shaunaka Maharishi is such a sage. These people, we are coming from these ancestors, so that only we are having little interest here and there to understand this Srimad Bhagavatam, relishing some rasas. If you see, I heard from one foreign devotee that, so you people are so fortunate you took birth in India and you have deeply rooted, so that what rasa you are enjoying by reading Srimad Bhagavatam, we are not enjoying. He said this word. Because we are just enjoying what Prabhupada said. Through Prabhupada, we are enjoying. But actually, you people are your real taste. Like when you give our rice, sambar, pappu, rasam, vada to the foreign people, they won't relish much. They feel it's so spicy. But we actually relish because we know the real rasa of the taste. When some person comes, how this grains are there? I need only pizza, burger, sandwich, French fries. These kind of things only we eat, pastas. But you people enjoying this small grains, and you're making some gravy inside, liquid inside, and you're making and eating nicely. And you're relishing, but we are not relishing. It's a strange taste for us. Same like Bhagavatam, we feel. Because you people can enjoy more than us. But the problem is you are not opening the Srimad Bhagavatam. We people are opening every day. Because we are used to it. We are making it as a sadhana. But you people are taking as advantage, taking granted. So these things actually each and every person has to relish and discuss together. Srimad Bhagavatam has to discuss like this as a conversation. What that conversation happened, like Sukadeva Goswami and Parikshit, they're discussing Sutta Goswami and Shaunaka Rishi. Like that, if you want to relish Srimad Bhagavatam, you have to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam. Without discussing, you will not get relishment. Some people are there, they will sit and read and they will enjoy reading Srimad Bhagavatam. But many of the people, they don't get interest of reading. So for that, it's a simple idea that we are making here every day. Srimad Bhagavatam, Nityam Bhagavata Sevya session. We are discussing Srimad Bhagavatam together, so that we can able to sit and read before coming into the class, and people are listening. After hearing, oh, this many points are there, we can go and read again. Like that, the interest, when you have the association, through association only, you will get the taste and interest to read Srimad Bhagavatam, to do service together. But anyway, if you two people are coming together, Prabhupada will say there is a fight. But actually, two devotees together, doing devotional service together with unalloyed motto, definitely they relish what they do as a service, as a reading, as a chanting, as eating prasad. Everything devotees relish. But when you have a motto of the personal motto of in Krishna consciousness, when you together, but then we will suffer only. We have some fight, we have some ego clash, obviously. But thing is, here you see the two great sages are talking. Shaunakrishi also, it's equal only. And he is listening from Sudha Goswami. They're all same time sages. Samakala, we say, no? That same time, they were become sages and they do practice together. But one person is telling, another person listening, like we are doing here. I'm a small boy, young person. Yeah, I'm seeing all are elder than me, and you are sitting and listening. So the same, because this Bhagavatam, if somebody is speaking and somebody is hearing, means it's like one person is taking the role of teaching that or discussing that, leading that Bhagavatam. Some person is just in a listening mode. That's what it's a very famous in Tamil Nadu, that there is a Swami Malai. Lord Kartigeya is just Lord Shiva's Leela. It is when Lord Shiva wants to know about the deep understanding of Pranava. What is the Pranava principle in Vedas? So that time he says, if you want to hear from me, Kartigeya says, if you want to hear from me, I am a guru, you are a shishya. So make my stage clearly, means give your Vyasasan, I'll sit, and you have to sit down and you have to sit like this. And Lord Shiva did. He sat down and he sit like this, and Lord Kartigeya is sit and teaching what is the principle of Pranava mantra. What is it? It is like Om is there, no? Nothing. We Prabhupada given a nice translation and purport for Om, AUM. So it's nothing but Radha Krishna's Milan. Anyway, we go. What I'm telling is, it's a role actually. Whether you are my son, it is nothing. But since you are taking a role of telling, I have to give the guru's position, and I become a servant position. Like Krishna and Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita also happened same, because more or less Arjuna and Krishna are the same age people. But when Arjuna wants to some clarification and realization or some guidance, he become a shishya. Shishyasteham swadivam tvam prapannam. I'm surrendering soul unto you. Please guide me. Okay, he surrendered and he accepted Krishna as a guru. So this has to be relished. When you do this only, you will relish Bhagavatam. Otherwise, you will not relish. So again, I just took it to different platform. We'll move into a little more purports, because Prabhupada is talking very nice things in the purport. So here you see there is a Vamsa. Word Vamsa is coming 2 times. Prabhupada lecture I heard. Vamsam means it's a dynasty, and another meaning of Vamsa is bamboo. That's what Krishna has named Vamshi Krishna. He has the Vamsi flute. There is 3 type of flutes. Krishna has Murali, Vamsi, and Venu. In that, Vamsi is there. Vamsi means what? It's made up of bamboo. So Vamsa means actually bamboo also, at the same time dynasty also. Why this word here Sutta Goswami using here? You just see that the play of Sanskrit here. We don't know whether if Prabhupada is not there, we will not understand this sloka properly. Because Vamsam Kuror, what is this sloka? Vamsam Kuror, Vamsa Davagni. In the same line it mentioned, Vamsam Kuror, Vamsa Davagni. Vamsam means here Kurur Vamsam. means the dynasty of Kuru. And Vamsadhavagni. Vamsadhavagni, it's a forest fire made out of bamboos. Because when bamboos are dried, no, we don't know where the fire will come. Suddenly it just made a rubbing together and it fires. And another similarity why this Vamsam word took from our Vamsha, that bamboo, is this bamboo tree will not come one alone. Bamboo tree will come together. It's a mass of trees, some 100 trees together it comes. Like dynasty also like that only. One people cannot make a dynasty. The people's families from the families, there is sons and daughters, their sons and daughters, it goes like this. Like that only the bamboos also grows in the forest. And there is connection in bamboo. If you are you're cultivating, if you keep the bamboo tree, this plant, baby plant in your this thing, it won't grow outside till 5 years. You'll see, hey, I'm growing this bamboo plant. It's not growing up, but when you dig the mud, you can see the deep-rooted, what do you call, deep-rooted roots. It goes down. First, it makes the roots very strong. Then only it grows up. So like that only, we are also in dynasty. We should know our roots very deeply. Then we can grow. If your roots is not strong, you will not grow up fast. So we have to make our roots strong by reading Srimad Bhagavatam, because here it's our roots. So Prabhupada here making so many points in purport, and purport is talking such a political discussion which suits now also. Which suits now also. The world is compared to a forest fire caused by a cohesion of bamboo bushes. Such a forest fire takes place automatically, or bamboo cohesion occurs without external cause. Because it's together, it's a bush, no? Bamboo bush, it rubs each other. Here, Prabhupada used cohesion. These are all pharmaceutical terms. Cohesion, cohesive force, adhesive force. It's all a pharmacy. Because he is a pharmacy guy, he's talking all this, using this cohesion word. Similarly, in the material world, the wrath of those who want to lord it over material nature interacts, and the fire of war takes place. The same what we discussed. So when the people who are having lord it over the material thing, they come together, there is a fire, means fire of war. That's what here happened. And exhausting the unwanted population. So it is actually used to eradicate the exhausted population who are unwanted. Varna Shankara, they say, no? Unwanted population. Such fire or wars takes place, and the Lord has nothing to do with them. So these kind of wars and Krishna, there is no connection. They will do their things only, and Krishna is nothing, not taking any roles in this thing, because Krishna is there, the side of dharma, which is knowing about Krishna to reach Krishna back to home, back to Godhead. But here, these people are fighting for the land and thinking that I am a lord it over to this. I am the lord for this land, and this is my area. This is mine. Anyway, the land will be there. You will die one day. That is the point. And like that it goes. So such a fire wars takes place, and Lord has to do nothing to do with them. But because he wants to maintain the creation, he desires mass of people to follow the right path of self-realization. So Krishna's this thing is that only. Krishna wants many people to follow the same self-realization path. So that is very important, and which enables the living being to enter in the kingdom of God. So this is how Krishna's all this thing. That's what here it's mentioned. Krishna is pleased by re-establishing Kuru dynasty headed by Yudhishthira Maharaj. Because if Yudhishthira Maharaj rule the kingdom, he will rule under the Dharma's way. Dharma is nothing but path to know Krishna consciousness. Dharma is the way, Krishna is the goal. So the Lord wants the suffering human beings come back home, back to him. and cease to suffer the three material pangs. The whole plan of creation is made it that way, and one who does not come to this sense suffers in the material world by pangs inflicted by the illusory energy of the Lord. This is a very understandable line, that if Lord creation is such a way, because Maya he created to give a good beat when you feel that I am the Lord for this, I am the Bhokta here. So like that, it goes very nicely, and the Lord therefore is bona fide representative to rule the world. So here comes politics. Prabhupada is saying that Lord himself wants to some person who is following him is their own representative to rule the world. And Lord Sri Krishna descended to establish this sort of regime and to kill the unwanted persons who have nothing to do with this plan. The battle of Kurukshetra was fought according to the plan of Lord. So here the Kurukshetra war has happened according to the war because Krishna wants dharmas to be established. So that is what Prabhupada is telling. And the Lord was therefore fully satisfied when the Yudhishthira was on the throne and the seedling, the dynasty of Kuru, in the person of Parikshit, was saved. So ultimately, Prabhupada is thinking, and Acharya's mood is that when Parikshit Maharaj comes in the Kuru dynasty, because Uttara's whom Parikshit Maharaj was there during the Mahabharata war. So when Parikshit Maharaj is a great devotee, when he comes and rules the whole world will get Krishna consciousness. And the whole world will follow Dharma to achieve Krishna consciousness, go back to home, back to Godhead. So that is the idea. Krishna is making this war and exhausting all the unwanted people who are not following Dharma, all these things. So this is how purport goes. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So this is very wonderful purport. So many points are there. Somehow I finished. Is there any further more comments and questions? Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Wonderful, Prabhu. I mean, the way it's so nice to hear from you. Firstly, thank you so much, Prabhu, because the way you set the contest up, even before getting into the purport, giving us the connection, reminding us that our names are from the Rishis and Munis. So nicely it was there, Prabhu. Of course, there was a lot of rasa. Somehow, thanks to all the senior Vaishnavas, like you all, we are able to enjoy the rasa every morning. And that contest you talked about, Swami Malay, that was very nice. I had my own personal realization, or I was present in one of the morning Bhagavatam class when there was a gentleman, one of the Maharaja's brother, I think Shisha Krishna Prabhu, he gives Bhagavatam classes through Hindi language, Hindi medium. So during those days, His Grace Radhesham Prabhu was present here. He was supposed to give an evening wonderful class. So he gave the class to the entire section of SNGM, Narsimha Giridhari Mandir. Next day morning, I had gone to attend the morning class. Though it was Hindi, I was still wanting to hear the sweet rasas from him. And then I was surprised, next to us, like an ordinary person, His Grace Radhesham Prabhu sitting and hearing the Bhagavatam class. And Shisha Krishna Prabhu was like, so humble. He was saying, how come you are sitting? No, he said, I always wanted to hear from you. And it is not as if a customer he sat for 10 minutes. The whole class he heard, made some points. In the end, he got up, apologized. I have a train, I have to go. Like he was not, perturbed that I have to carry the luggage. He was sitting through, heard completely, told him that he asked us whether it is being recorded, I'll see the balance in the train. He said that and walked, Prabhu. So something very touching, a lot to learn from all of us. And this I was enjoying when you were saying this, Prabhu. Thank you very much. There's so many points, but I'll ask others to share. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So others can respond. We'll wait for some time. So thank you, Gopalakrsna Karuna Prabhu. So yeah, it is true that we have not come from the monkeys. We have come from the Manu. Manu is Manava, Manushya. So like that, people, they think they belong to this material world, but actually we belong to the spiritual world. Lord says, Mama Yuvamsha Jiva Loke. And Jiva Bhuta Sanatanaha. We are eternal, but we think, as Prabhu rightly said, I am the owner of the house. And once, even after his dying also, the land is there. Even building collapses also, the land is there. So in what way you are the owner? So the Lord has given temporarily to become a owner of such and such, but they are not the permanent things. Okay, so thank you, Prabhu. So we'll wait for any other responses among the 49 plus participants. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Yes, bro. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, you are in a research side and you are researching the Prabhupada books and you are telling Prabhuji, whenever I will listen your classes, you told when we listen the Bhagavatam, we will take the Bhagavatam book and we will study. But whenever I will listen your class, you are so much researching. I will get so many questions, Prabhuji, and there is a definitely we will go and anybody will go and read the Bhagavatam, Prabhuji. Thanks, Prabhuji. So nice class.
Thank you, Mataji. If it is making you to, means giving this much interest, means my seva is success.
Not only me, Prabhuji, whenever you will research so much. So it is enthusiasm, so much enthusiasm will be there to study the books.
Please
Thanks.
give the same interest to me also, so that I will also take much more interest to read Srimad Bhagavatam.
No, Prabhuji, you only giving to all. Thanks, Prabhuji.
Because she associated with Maharaj there, he gets naturally he gets all the divine qualities. Like he is also somewhat connected to Prabhupada, because he is also doing drugs business, like the healthcare. So Prabhupada also, he was doing drugs business. So
Okay.
somebody, I think you know all this incident. One disciple came to Prabhupada and he was really morose. He was put in jail also. Then he came to Prabhupada. Prabhupada took him very positively, and he was mentioning, Prabhupada, I was in jail. Then Prabhupada said, don't worry, Krishna was also born in jail only. Then Prabhupada later, I was in drugs. Don't worry, Prabhupada was also doing some drugs business. Like that, Prabhupada took very positively and made him a wonderful devotee. Okay. Fine then.
Very good. Even some Ukrainian, initially Russian devotees had come to our SNGM Prabhu. Those days, Adidev Prabhu's. So one person was giving an awesome class. After all that, he asked, you Indians want to know what I was before, thanks to Prabhupada. And then we were all, are you sure? He asked so many times. Then he said, I was a drug dealer. Then he said, if not, I would have been in the, in the, whatever, in the garbage. Somebody, thanks to Prabhupada coming here and some beautiful devotees, I was picked up from the garbage, and here I am able to understand and cherish Srimad Bhagavatam and things like that. So I've also live seen this incident. Thank you, Prabhu.